Hello, my name is Pinkyblu. I'm from Argentina. And at the beginning in my journey as an artist, I started at my 12 in pixel art, and now I'm 24. And in my childhood, uh, my I have a very close contact with the art because my father is artist, a multidisciplinary artist, and in my house, always we have books of art and this type of things. My education in art was in the high school. I go to a school uh, with specialized in art. Is a normal high school in the morning, and in the afternoon we have classes of art, and that's all my preparation in the art. Also, I have a self. I'm very self-taught with the pixel art, and at my 17, 18, I started to make some commissions and other types of ways to monetize my art. And after the high school, I entered to the university, but I left university in 2021. I studied some code, but I know finish it because I left for start my journey in the pixel art as my job, my main job, and that is all of mine. No, is that's me. Um, I play a lot of Minecraft, and I love the. I started copying some templates in Minecraft, and then I started to create my own designs. And in that moment, I really like the idea to make my own video games, like be a indie developer. And the design and this type of things uh, was very close with me. I draw too and this type of things. Yeah, in this moment, I full time pixel artist with the help of Basepaint, really. Uh, I make my own things, and Basepaint is a big pillar of my economy. Really helped me a lot to can be a main pixel artist as the main. It's my only job. I'm freelance, but I have a lot of types of shops. Like I have my own YouTube channel where I teach pixel art in Spanish. I make tutorials, course. I explain some techniques and this type of things. Also, I sell my own assets. Assets is pixel arts for games pre-drawed. I mean, I make the pixel art for that can be used in a game, and the developers buy this to use a placeholder or this type of things, and then is usually presented to a publisher, and that is the the use that have usually the assets. Also, I have base paint, NFTs, and commissions as for particular people. I don't have a I don't shop for a studio some some similar to that. I'm full freelance. No, I in my 12 I started to make pixel art as separated to the normal traditional education. In my high school, I did painting, drawing, ceramic, and I don't know the word in English, but grabado, like uh, yeah, carving. That's things that are more like the classical education. These things in the high school, and me in my house, I draw pixel art, but I never enter too much in the illustration, digital illustration, or this type of things. I always do only make pixel art. Was in my 16, 17, I think. I make my first commission for a particular client. That commission was given given to me because a friend had this shop and say me to, I have this shop, I don't want to, and I take it with a lot of fear. I say, um, I I in this moment I can to start to make my commissions before that, but in this moment I started. That was my first, and was cool. The client was cool with me, and works and works. Yeah, I never have this problem in my life about, oh, you can lie of the art, or that is not a real shop, and if these things, because my father is artist, from museums and this type of things, and I never think about the, or really I will can do it on with the internet. Was very easy to me think of, okay, this could be happen, this is realizable, this works. But uh, one thing important in this topic is, we as Spanish speakers, we don't have a artist as reference that make it. I mean, we don't have a reference of, okay, this guy of Argentina or another American Latin country, life of the pixel art. He is him or her only shop, or maybe yes, but is in a studio of indie games. Is very low cases, and these small cases maybe is with a studio, not as freelance, and this is was a new, like edge things, because maybe I'm the first person that I know that life of the pixel art as freelance in Spanish. Okay, in this region, I I always did small things. I have some periods without do pixel art, like 2 months, 3 months, but I back from my 18, 19. I never stopped. No, I'm crypto first. I started in 2021 with the big boom of NFTs. I started. Yeah, I started in Tesos, in the famous Gen Hikek market. Uh, I started with a side project. No, I have like two brands. Toronja GB, in English like Toronja, GB. That is like my Web2 brand. That's my YouTube channels and my Spanish content. And I have Pinkyblu, that is my more like my Web3 uh, account. But I started with a side project called Vmons, that was a project with of fake mons like Pokemon, but originals Pokemons. That was my first project in Web3 in Tesos, Hikeknung market. That was 2 months. Like I, this project was discontinued like hen, and in the 2022 in January, I started the Pinkyblu brand in Solana. And in this moment, I started to create my identity, like the two colors. I started making 1 bit, and then moved to 2 bits and started to mint in Tesos, in Ethereum, and in Solana. But Solana was my main chain where I started my journey as a Pinkyblu. My born is in Tesos. I think that was in 2023 that with some friends, 2 friends, Stephen Pitzel, that this frame is from him, Fabri 2K, we started to make a lot of things in Sora, the Sora market. We create some collaborative collections, and we started to shop in that chain, and we have to started to have more knowledge with Ethereum and their L2 layer 2. And in this moment, I know Basepaint for my timeline. I know Basepaint that day 3, I think, but nothing. And I started in Basepaint in the day 49. A Queen's Day, I think that was. I have in contact with Sach, and he gives me a brush, and also he give me the ed for pay the gas, because I in this moment the bridge to receive Ethereum in base, I think that have a delay of 1 week or something like that, and he paid me the started gas. Thank you so much, Sach, and for the project, of course. But was a color fact in English that exists, but in Spanish we say dato de color. I when I saw the start of Basepaint, I think, okay, maybe this is for only for a small artist that was chosen, like Meg and other big pixel artists. And I think, okay, it's a new project, maybe it will live 1 week. The hype of the start, and then die. Fast live, fast die. I think, okay, it's cool, but not for me. And with the long of the days, I think, okay, maybe it's a serious project, and it's no. I decide. I say, okay, let's try. It could be fun, and always I think that is have a very cool concept of, okay, let's draw in the same canvas a collaboration, pixel art. It's for me, but at the start, at the beginning, I think, okay, maybe it's for these small a small group of artists, not for all. I don't remember a lot, but was a very like a tourist for me. Like, okay, I pay my pizza saves. I don't know if the chat. Uh, I don't remember if the chat feature is already ready when I started. I think that we don't have the chat, but I don't enter a lot in the community at the beginning. I started. I draw 40 days. I think that was my streak. And when I lost my streak, I abandoned the project 4 months maybe or 5 months. A lot of days I leave Basepaint in my start in my in my start of the journey. 42 days is my long streak. Yes, because the streak idea, I really like it. When I lost it, I say, "Oh, okay, I lost. I lost the game. See you later." I know exactly why, but yes, I remember that say, "Ah, this gamification not will be leave the project. The project. You know that the streak feature and the table of a streak and these things are gamification of the app. I think months later, okay, the gamification can can be me a stop of paint and and the and I'm back for that for say, okay, I can paint some days and then lost my streak and come again. It's more important that the shop that I can do in the canvas that the streak. And now I try to lose my streak to don't have the pressure to draw. I mean, maybe for the 5 days, 7 days, I lost my streak. It is a lot of um, I don't know the word. Uh, yeah, makes a bit of stress. Like think, oh, okay, I have to draw base paint today because I will maybe I can lose my streak. Or uh, I'm more I feel more comfortable with a more chill workflow. Like, okay, today I don't open base paint. It's okay. Tomorrow we have another canvas and I draw or not. Um, for example, today when we record that, I don't open base paint because I out my home and I come back to make this and maybe I don't draw and it's okay. I don't leave basement for Los Maestric today. Yeah, I was when I come back, I was very much consistent. I don't leave again a big amount of time. Um, okay, another thing important, the paid, I mean the money they earn for the artist was an important thing that I back. I mean, uh, was like, okay, this participation that I could be making uh, is important. I mean, the pay of the canvases was to a reason to back. I say, okay, I have the brush. I'm lost. No, I love this. I love this this arm, and was an important reason to back, and the streak, for, obviously. But you know that for the numbers, I a little bit. I don't know all the numbers in English, but I started with 500. 500 is two zeros. Yeah, 500, and now I have 7K. the the most pixels that you can have was a slow rush of the upgrades. I started to chat when I back, and the normal, the GM, the hello, what's happened? I will to draw in this area. Be careful. Uh, like normal chat, like hello, I'm working in that area. Cool. And then with the days, I started to make uh, more collaborations. Like, okay, I think that maybe we can place this in this area. Because I teach pixel art in Spanish, and also I have my own community in Spanish of teach pixel art. Mm, some things that I see in the canvas, maybe I chat like, maybe have some careful with the noise of this area, or maybe this can be, maybe I will work in improve this, and always being a cool boy. No, nothing, no, like, oh, in this area you have make the noise of the no sé qué, and always chilling, like, okay, maybe be careful with that, and go like chill feedback. Maybe if you don't know my opinion, I don't speak about that. Like, hey, do you want to have some feedback of that? Yes, please. No, yes, please. This is the noise. You can improve with that, and maybe send a tutorial in English of that on being a being a cool boy. I think that it is very hard to stay with the people that say, "Oh no, you in this area are mistaken." Not me. And about making friends and that 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 things, I onboarded some a few people, maybe 10 persons to Basepaint, and that makes more easy to learn other people and feel the community. Basepaint in this moment have a lot of community in Spanish, and also have a chat in Spanish. Sometimes it's very cool. Feels a lot of closer. um, but cool. We we see our face all the days, and this makes friction. Like, maybe it's normal have some problems with other people. Like, all the days we works in the same, we have different ideas, and this make friction naturally. And I always try to be a cool. I will have my problems with other people. Is a fact, but in this moment I don't have problems with Annie. When Annie, I think that I say cool, but it's only part of the routine. Like, all that we paint in Basepaint want the better canvas, and that could be a part of the I don't know the word, but always I try to be a chill guy, like hello, amazing, let's do it. You need some help? Okay, let's do it, and no problem, like chill. I try to be that, and I think that I'm that. I'm the chill guy that okay, Pinky, it's okay. How are you? Fine. The two. I have my Discord server when I teach pixel art from 27.9 to 2022. That was the most big community of pixel art in Spanish. That was in Spanish Escuelita Pixel Art, and in English the name is like School in diminutive, School of Pixel Art. And in Basepaint, sometimes we speak in Spanish because uh, in sometimes always painting are from Argentina, Colombia, Colombia in English. I don't know the word, like from Latin America countries, and maybe hola, we speak in Spanish a little bit. Yeah, we have in the same house in Buenos Aires. We go to the Kismet Casa, was a residence of artists. Kismet Casa and Based House was a residence for artists and coders, and we live in the same house with Cabi, Cab, and other artists of Argentina, and she's from Brazil, and I don't remember if the artists are for the other country, but the coders, yeah, from Sweden, Germany, USA, and we and also we meet to another from the uh, the core team of Basepaint. We have a meeting in real life in the event. It was a very good day. We make a canvas in real life with the other artists of. Oh, it was very cool because I'm not from Buenos Aires. In Buenos Aires, the most part of the activity of art is live. I'm from other city, a bit closer, like 7, like the 700, yeah, 700 kilometers. Yes, kilometers, and was my two times going to Buenos Aires, and I meet a lot of artists in and the base paint artist as first time, like Kabi and me have a friendly, we are friends, and it was very cool, really. Yeah, in a paper with markers. The peak is in Twitter, in X. Another was a gift for another, like let's make some memory of the meeting on the travel. Very cool guy, Nader. We talk about base paint. About base paint, we talk very small, and we talk about other things like football, travels. Very cool Nader. Really a very cool person. Like how I pitch base paint for the people that say, "What's this project where you paint?" Okay, base paint is a project where you where with other artists, you paint in the same canvas a collaborative artwork. And each person have a power of pixels. That means that each person have a amount of exactly pixels to place in the canvas, and this canvas is will be sold at the other days in an open editions, like infinite editions for 24 hours. Of this amount of these sales, we will get a percent of the sales based on your pixels that place. And then when the canvas is selling, you are drawing and making the another canvas. And this is the core mechanic of Basepaint. You in that day you paint, other people can paint inside you, and you will be careful on don't cover other people, and you can chat for think the strategic of the composition. Each day could be have a special mechanic, like okay, today the color 2 can be used after after hour 12, and always can happen. But this Basepaint as a core, as easy to understand at the beginning, that's Basepaint. You have more deep mechanics if you want to know. Basepaint is a very important project in this time because the inercity that have makes that a lot of people could be have a stable stable ingreso, ¿cómo es? Stable economy in the Web3 as an artist, sell NFTs and this type of things is very you can have good days, good months, and very bad days and very bad months. And Basepaint in this topic is very flat of the security that you have, and makes the possibility of the have on-chain art in the base, and makes a very important shop in the culture of the layer. Is a project that all the days, every day, gives a new artwork to the chain, and in on-chain way too, and have a culture of 100 artists making things and generating more art and more culture. Really, from the economy part, is very important for us, for the artist. We have we have the security, really. We can think, okay, this month was very bad for myself, for my commission, for my YouTube channels, and that. But the Basepaint have this, and in the culture way, also we all the days we are pushing a new art, we are pushing a new a new artworks, a new thing, a new thing. Okay, I like crypto. I think that is a very cool space to create a vanguard. I mean, edge things, like okay, we can think about in other way. Like, okay, we think with smart contracts, with decentralization, and these things. Like for me, is a very cool framework to work the future. But also, I think like crypto is an scam. I'm not maxi Bitcoin, maxi decentralization. No, no. I think that is cool, but I have my foot in the other side too. I have my holdings, my staking, and this, but I know that it's a very wild ecosystem. Like scams in a lot of projects, a lot of things, a lot of bad things. The slots, a lot of bad things. But I'm pro crypto. I say okay, it's fun. I like the cool things could be made here. And I think that's true. That Basepaint is one of these cool things that could be created in crypto, like a ecosystem with a idea of the infinite garden. Like, okay, all the days a new on-chain work is created, and this gives to rewards to the artists. And I think that Basepaint is a very cool project that use a very cool case of use of crypto. That's the synthesis of the idea. But I'm pro crypto, no maxi, but pro. And Basepaint is for me a very cool execution of the technology. Yeah, I have to say that yes, I live alone. Like I I pay my own rent. I mean, like I live in my own house in a building, and that I can to make that is in a big part thanks for base paint. Uh, Help me a lot to have my own uh, reserves of money for upfront this this my house, and I pay my rent, and I have a lot of community yeah, commodities for thanks to base paint. Without base paint, I can to make this, and maybe to have time to say, okay, I can to make a video in YouTube for my channel that maybe will be have 1,000 130 views and monetize $1, but I can to dedicate hours to edit, prepare, and record on that, thanks to Basepaint, because I have my main money from Basepaint. My YouTube channels makes a very big money because the Spanish viewers don't monetize a lot, and maybe if I have more commissions of these things, could be more balance. I mean, yeah, Brisbane changed my life and helped me a lot in my journey as freelance pixel artist. I think that base paint needs a cool changes. I mean that the prototype was cool, works, and go forward cool, but needs actualization, upgrade. Maybe in this moment we have two different aesthetics of the page. In the home, you have a white aesthetic, and when you paint, it's like other page. And these are things that could be hard to understand as new user, like collector or painting or artist. Doesn't Is messy. Is a little bit of messy. and about the tokenomics, about the gamification with money. I mean, for example, the streak. Why the streak? We why we don't have a protector streak like Duolingo? This can be made it for monetize the artist, and with this money have the the treasure of Basepaint to make other things to for monetize for maybe for give canvases if necessary, or for other things, for the team food. No problem. But I think that needs to keep growing in the tokenomics strategy, in the features strategy. I think that the creating of the canvas is okay. The canvas works, and the process of create is cool. But now, how the sales can be increased? How the branding of the project could be more bigger? Like, why we don't have an exhibitions of the canvases? Bueno, we have one in the Pepe Fest in of people. We sent one animation of the canvas 24 of Pepe was animated for me as my idea, and we sent that to the Pepe Fest event, and this was exhibited in the people event. And I think, why we don't have more initiatives like that, like a museum, and in some part canvases are small things, but makes the difference, and are cool. And I think that yes, we a lot of upgrades and things uh, need be do it. No, not yet. I think that I I think that will be cool that that's no happen, but it's happen. I think that it's cool too. I mean, uh, the cycle needs to close, and 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 born again with other ideas, like the we say about hen hidden nunc that was discontinued, and the community takes the project because was a CC0 license, and started other project that is Teia, and with their own ramifications. And if the base paint close day at that day, I think that is cool. Is healthy. I think that have a infinite project as a creator is a very stressful. I stressful. Have a lot of stress. Makes a lot of stress, and the maintain and the keep live, and maybe sometimes one have one 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 want to make other things, and with the full mind of the new project. And I think that is cool. Sad. I say that sad, but healthy. Really uh, close the cycle, and it's cool. I think that is. is the insane in a, I mean, in the structure of the creating. I see a lot like a infinite garden. When the idea of the infinite garden is that every epoch new new things happen, and this is forever, and the 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 natural progression of the infinite. I saw Basepaint like a project with that maybe can uh, can fail in that infinite garden, like day 23 100 like in a 20 years maybe. I don't know if sometime are painting in base paint, but I think that forever could be works as a AI agents or something like that. Mm, I think that I already say that, but the big word on the what I can say is thanks. Thanks for base paint project, for the uh, team that make it, uh, for the final. I know that nodes have a importation in the in the first days of the started. I mean, I know that communities like nouns have a very important role in the starting of the project, and and nouns too, you for the interview, and the all the ecosystem around the project. I have thanks for make cool things. That is that I want to say. Thanks for make cool things that change the the life of the people for in a better way, in a better, yeah, in the better way.